Without a doubt, Firebase Z is one of the greatest maps that we have ever received in COD Zombies. However, it isn't without its flaws. And in today's video, we're going to be going over some of the things that Firebase Z did wrong. The worst thing about Firebase Z is the overabundance of heavy enemies. Now on round 5 or 6 you're probably going to get your first Mimic, and then after then they're just going to keep on spawning in more and more, and by the time you get to round 15 you're going to be getting like multiple per round, and then they just keep on piling on. Then when Mangler starts spawning in, for some reason they don't cancel out and make only one spawn in per round, so they're both just spawning in constantly and just absolutely melting you because they're special enemies and not just regular ones, and they can both hit you with ranged attacks, and overall they just can absolutely destroy you and make the game very unfun. However, if you do have the wonder weapons you can kind of deal with them a little bit. Now they are quite strong but not as tanky as the Megatons are, but they can still take quite a bit of damage, so they don't go down easy. Speaking of mimics, for some reason Treyarch decided to add in a feature where a special enemy can pull you into your own horde and then throw you away. Now this can throw you back into your horde of zombies, killing you very quickly, or it can throw you into a corner or a wall where you get cornered very easily, and it can also just throw you free, but that doesn't really happen too often. Now when it does actually begin its pulling attack, it does disable your weapon, so there is no way to counter it like there is with shooting the red flashing light on the Panzer, which I feel would make it a lot more bearable, because these mimics love to do this attack and they do it constantly whenever you actually get near them, and the only way to really stop it is just be far away, which isn't really good because then you're going to be away from the action for quite a while and it's going to take away from the replayability, just like the overabundance of them, and then they can just string together these attacks and overall just make it a little bit less fun. Now when people found out that Hellhounds were returning, they got excited, but they didn't know how they were going to work, because in this game they work a lot differently. For a first, they don't actually have their own round, and they only begin spawning in with the zombies on about round 20ish, and when they do spawn in they work a lot differently. So now they don't actually attack you, they just blow up when they get close to you, leaving a pool of fire, which is a very annoying attack because it doesn't actually drain your health that much, it just deals like one bit of damage. However, it does prevent you from actually regenerating your health, which can be very bad, and it doesn't go away very quickly, and it's not as bad as the plague hound gas, but it is still pretty annoying. And it's very strange that we don't actually see a dog round, because it would be very good to actually have a chill round, because in between regular rounds and defense rounds you're always kind of on your toes on Firebase Z, and there's no real time to relax, which can take away from the replayability because you're never going to have a moment to catch your breath. Now, unlike the Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 Easter eggs, the Firebase Z Easter egg doesn't require 16 different PhDs to solve half a step. However, they did take it a little bit too far in the easy direction, and it is very simple and it's not much of a challenge. So if you're going for an Easter egg for the first time, it is a nicer introduction to Easter eggs. However, for a majority of players, it's really not that entertaining because it's just too easy, and it does take away from the accomplishment of completing an Easter egg, because they're supposed to be hard, like maybe not as hard as Black Ops 4, but definitely not this easy, like maybe a little bit more challenge. Now overall, I find Firebase Z very fun, and this is in no way me saying I dislike it, but it does have a few flaws, and that's what I've just went over. Now if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and also comment down below what things you like and dislike about Firebase Z. Thank you for watching, and I'll see everyone in the next video.